All right, welcome everybody. As most of you know now, my name is Grant Covington. I am the Kittan Lodge Chief. So right now we are doing the Lodge Jumpstart program. So after you guys have just finished your ordeal. Congratulations on that. I will now talk to you, just educate you on what we really are in the OA and all the different things we do and the opportunities within the OA. So next. So to just introduce myself, my name is Grant Covington again. I am the current Kittan Lodge Chief, and I am a Vigil honor member, and I am with Troop 1078 out of Loudonville. Next. Here, so for all of the OA, so we're Kittan Lodge, everyone here. So we're contingent with Twin Rivers Council. So we go from the border with Canada all the way down to like Albany County, Columbia County, and then we go from like as west as like Montgomery County to as east as the Vermont, Massachusetts border. And then so we're composed of 5 chapters that are the same as your district. So if you're in Fort Orange District, you are Tamaki chapter. If you're in Adirondack District, you're Loon chapter. If you're in Mohawk District, you're in Knox and Nemat chapter. Yankee Doodle District is Taconic chapter, and Turning Point is Waukpamni chapter. And so we have all the chapters. So at the chapter level, you have like the monthly meetings. They were the people who are part reaching out to you for this weekend, and we're kind of organizing the different work projects. So there's a lot at both the lodge level and the chapter level. Next. So I guess in the basic term, the OA is the National Honor Society of Scouting. Our 3 big things are brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service. So, right, we're all working together, right? As you did today, you helped out your communities, you were doing service projects, right? So our goal, is to always be serving others. And then cheerfulness, right? We're all together as friends. We're all, we can be glad in the work we're doing and, always, like service with a smile. And so we're composed of both so youth and adult. So youth is actually 10 to 20 years old in the Order of the Arrow. So, and in your troop, right when you turn 18, you're no longer a youth. But for the Order of the Arrow, you go all the way up to until your 21st birthday. So there's more opportunities there. And then, right, this is a big this is a big obligation. You will always be in the Order of the Arrow, always there to provide cheerful service. Next. So some background on the OA. So we were created in 1915 in Treasure Island Scout Camp in New Jersey outside Philadelphia. And so it was a way, the man named Ian Goodman, he kind of saw it as a way to just help out the camp because he noticed that the counselors were just overwhelmed and they needed some people to help, set up the camp and make sure everything was all set. So that's how we got started. And then throughout the years, we've grown and we've become, an official program of the Boy Scouts of America. And so that, our big thing is, service to camps and help us take the load off them and, make it a little easier. So some of the examples of the things we've done at Rotary, we have the Gaga Ball Pit. We were there. That was part of my first time as an Alanga Mat. That was actually one of the things I worked on. We helped with the archery range, the rifle range. We do work on the campsites. And then at Waukpamni, the same thing. We do the Gaga Ball Pit, We've helped build pavilions. We've done work on the parade field, weed whacking, lawn mowing. We've helped out with the cope course and other things like that. Next. So right, you may be asking yourself, what kind of opportunities are there for me in the Order of the Arrow? And I tell you right now, my friends, the possibilities are endless. Next. So the big thing is leadership opportunities. So at the lodge level, we have 5 different officer roles. We have the chief, we have the vice chief of administration, the vice chief of program, secretary, and treasurer. So like me, I'm the chief. And so, right, so those are like the 5 guys who are in charge of the lodge. And then at the 5 chapter levels, we have a chief, a vice chief, and a secretary. So right there, that's like 20. That's 20 leadership positions that are available for people to hold at the lodge, at the chapter level. But then also we have plenty of committees that we always need help with. And so what you do with the committee, they're kind of in charge of the different elements. So like we have like a lodge historian who who helps out finding different information about the history, and then so they're able to display it to the rest of the lodge. Elections, those are the people who are making sure that when you got elected into the OA, they were making sure that your troop was being reached out to, that you had a team come and perform your election. So they're a big important part of the order, right? Helping grow our membership. We have ceremonies. With the videos you watch, right, that was a national team, but typically, right, in non-COVID times, we'd have our own team here at camp doing it, and so that's another huge part. We have people who interact with the troop reps, and we also have people who develop apparel. And those are just a few of the examples. And we've had it in the past where someone had a new idea for a committee, and we talked with the advisors, and we found a way to make it work. Next. And then also there's advancement opportunities that can help you within your troop. So right, like this, when you're helping out the induction weekends, you get service hours, right? You're providing service to your community, right? We help with the leadership positions. The position of OA troop rep is a position you can use for advancement to Star Scout, Life Scout, Eagle Scout. You go to the lodge and the chapter meetings, and you kind of report back to your troop what you do, and then you help the OA out with when we schedule elections and stuff like that. We have plenty of different trainings. I know at the Kittan Lodge Academy or Kittan Lodge Trainings YouTube channel, which you should all have subscribed to by now. We have plenty of different training opportunities for you to do there. And then also just throughout the year, we have plenty of campouts and hikes that are, just very fun. You're able to learn a lot from them. Next. And also, this is a very under-advertised program, and not many people know about it, but so I'm here to highlight it for you today, is the OA High Adventure program. So when you typically go on a high adventure trek, so Philmont, right, you can see these prices where Philmont's $970, Summit is $800, Northern Tier is $760, Sea Base $800, and these are only for a week. These are very expensive, and this isn't even taking into account all the other costs like food on the way there and back, airfare, like transportation. These are very expensive. But next, then you look at this right here. You look at these prices, right? OA Trail Crew at Philmont, $325 for 2 weeks. That's a fraction of the cost that you get for a normal high adventure, and you get to interact with different scouts and airmen from all over the country. You're in a crew, and your leaders are fellow airmen who are in their young 20s, and so it's a very unique experience. And everyone I know who has gone has had nothing but great things to say. And so I definitely, if you're looking at going to a high adventure base, which I recommend you all do, and and the price, right? Because I understand that it's just the price for the high adventure bases can be very expensive. This is a great alternative for you. half the price for twice the time. To me, that seems like a terrific deal. Next. And then, so if you go to 3 of the high adventure treks, you get this cool patch, which a few members of the lodge have, and I can say, looking in person, it's a very cool patch, a very unique patch, and you'd be one of the only people that have it, and you have some great stories of your treks to go along with it. Next. And then we have some big national events. So as most of you probably know, right, national, for the Boy Scouts, of the National Jamboree at Summit in West Virginia, where, you got thousands of scouts all over the country for the week just hanging out and doing all sorts of cool stuff. Well, we have our own form of that called NOAC, which is the National Order of the Arrow Conference. And so it's thousands of arrowmen, and we're gathering at a college campus. It's one of the greatest experiences I personally have done in scouting. There's endless food. There's so much. So there's patch trading, and we're in, at Jamboree. You're in West Virginia in July. It's very hot. But here, you're in an AC dorm. You get to really experience. You get to see what college is like, kind of ahead of your peers, so you can kind of have a better idea of what's going on. But yeah, I went to NOAC in 2018 at Indiana University, and I can say it was definitely one of, up there. It's at the top for my scouting experiences. We all took like a bus from Albany down, 14-hour bus ride to Indiana. It was a very fun experience, all hanging out. We got to do cool classes in the morning. I got to learn a lot of different things about like the OA, like leadership, and other parts, like how I can help my troop in scouting. And then in the afternoon, there would be all sorts of games. Like I played flag football. There was like this thing called mountain boarding, where it's like a motorized skateboard, and you can go down a hill. There's like this tent with all this free stuff. It's just a terrific experience, and I highly recommend that all of you go to one NOAC. Right, next. And then also, we have every year we have conclave. So above the lodge is something called section, which is so it's us, Kittan Lodge, and then 3 other lodges nearby. So one in Western New York, and then kind of like the lower part of New York with like near Pennsylvania, and then all of Vermont. So we all form one big section. And so each summer we have a conclave at one of the lodge's camps, which coincidentally this year, Conclave 2021, it'll be at Camp Waukpamani. So it's it's a local. You can all go to it very easily, and so it's for the weekend. So you get to see scouts from all over like the region. You get to hang out with them. It's a miniature form of NOAC. So maybe you're not able to go to NOAC, you're still able to go to the conclave. It's a great opportunity. I know we have like the same where you get like trainings, and then there's an afternoon competition, which I believe for the past few years, Kittan Lodge has always won. So that's always a great highlight. So I highly recommend that all of you as well go to Conclave. And remember, 2021, it's at Waukpamani, and it's going to be a medieval theme. Next. And then, so right now, I just want to take the time. I know you just went through the ordeal, and it's fresh in your head, and I kind of want to explain to you, again, what happened and why you did it. So at the pre-ordeal, right, you were given the challenge of a night alone. So the purpose of the night alone is, you're out in the elements by yourself, and you learn courage, self-reliance, and responsibility. These are things a leader has to have when you're going out, you're leading projects and everything, and you kind of got to be able to just go out there, put yourself out there, and kind of brave it. And then with silence, it forces you to center your thoughts. You're able to, observe, come up with some good insights. I think this really helps you as a leader if you're able to better understand your surroundings and make observations. That'll help you along the way. And then scamp food. It teaches you, as a leader, you have to be able to self-denial. And so you kind of got to make sacrifices and for the good of the group. And so I think like the scamp food is a very good symbol of this, and it teaches you this lesson. And then lastly, we had arduous labor. We're the brotherhood of cheerful service. Our goal is to help others, and what better than going out doing service and helping others. And then, so our main ideals, you can think of it as the WWW, which does not stand for World Wide Web to us. It stands for Wimatinding Wingalauzik with the Hemwe, which is Lenape for Brotherhood of Cheerful Service. So, right, we got the three elements right out there. You know, you're with your fellow airmen, your brothers, your friends. You're out, you know, you're happy, you know, you got a smile on your face, and you're out there providing service, helping others. And so I think that's really what the main lessons you can learn from the ordeal. And next, so the induction is kind of a special event, and I would not say, right, that working always working, not talking, no food. That is definitely not a representation of the rest of our events. You know, well, there's loads of food. I mean, we got ice cream, we got bacon. I remember a couple years ago, we went through, I have no joke, 100 pounds of bacon. You know, we got training, different leadership skills. We got games throughout the day. We go on hikes. Friday nights, you know, and Saturday nights, we're watching movies. You know, it's a great time. And throughout it, all of it, you get to talk to each other and you get to be with your friends. You know, it's not like the ordeal. And so I think, you know, everyone, you know, remember that. So when you're invited to your next event, just don't think, oh, the ordeal, you know, that was kind of tough. I don't want it to be like that all the time. It won't be. And you should definitely come to an event. You know, you're going to have a great time. Next. And so speaking, our big event of the year is Fall Fellowship, which this year will be from October 15th to the 17th. So every year we have an inter-lodge competition between the 5 different chapters. And so we do different games that, you know, they're very fun competitions. And so at score, and then at the end, we're able to announce which lodge won. In the morning, we have training sessions that can teach you about different skills. So like this year, we had one about helping out with the induction. We had a training about cool knots you could tie, one about patch trading, and then one just about activation and how to get more of your friends to join the OA. And then right, we have like cope games. You get to all work together. We have shooting events because, you know, we're at Wakpamni. We have access to the range. And then also on Friday and Saturday night, we have a giant patch auction. So what's cool, what I like about the OA, I touched this on, when talking about NOAC, is there's all these different types of lodge flaps. So here, I don't know, I have on my uniform, you can see other members of the OA. We have the lodge flap. And so like mine was unique. I got it from for NOAC 2018, and it has like spiky in a cup. We got it actually sponsored by Death Wish Coffee. And so I think you can see different members of the lodge, and a lot of them have unique lodge flaps that are very cool looking. And then also you can get you know, patches from other lodges, or, you know, and you can like trade. I think that's a very fun thing to do. And you get there's a lot of cool, interesting patches you can find for like rare special events, you know, other parts of the country. But then at Fall Fellowship, there's an auction for it. And so, you know, we get a lot of cool and unique ones that maybe catch your eye, and, you know, you can bid and earn the chance to get it. Next. And so if anyone has any questions, you can email me personally, Grant Covington. So my email is chief@kittanlodge.org. And if you have any questions for the lodge in general, you can just email that to officers@kittanlodge.org. Thank you all for joining me today. Congratulations again on completing your ordeal. This is a tremendous step in your scouting career, and I hope, you know, we'll see you soon at more events, whether that be in the future. Hopefully we'll have some in person, but we'll be having more virtual events very shortly, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you.